everybody, it's Amanda and it's Sunday and it's also day 20 of our low spend month challenge, and this Sunday our activity for the day is a leftover makeover. And I looked in my fridge because I was thinking, what in the world do I even have that's a leftover, and I have 2 leftovers. I have a little tiny bit of mashed potatoes, like a super tiny amount. Let me show you. There you go. Some people probably, it's maybe like 1 little portion of mashed potatoes, and some people probably wouldn't have saved it, but I did, and I'm going to show you why in a second. And then the only other leftover I have is my white bean and rice soup, which I'll put a link up at the top if you didn't check out that video. I put it out on Friday. It's the only thing that I have left in my fridge, so I was trying to figure out what kind of leftover makeover could I do, and I kept thinking about these potatoes. Okay, so what I normally do with leftover potatoes, I don't, especially something like this, a single portion, it's actually perfect for me since I'm vegan now to make myself a soup. So I'm going to actually take this, and I have a pan sitting right here, and I'm going to throw this portion right in this pan. So let me show you what that looks like. There it is, very simple. And I'm going to add a few other things to it, and we're going to turn it into potato soup. Okay, so we're turning this into potato soup, and the very first thing I'm going to add is some broth. I have some veggie broth right here. I'm just going to add it to the pot because what I want to do is I want to make this mashed potatoes that I have that's in a ball. It's very thick. I want to kind of thin it out. So that's veggie broth that I'm using, but if you are not vegan, you could certainly use a chicken broth or any other kind of broth that you have on hand. Okay, and so all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep stirring this up. I have my stove on a medium heat, and I'm going to let this break down until it's like a soup-like texture. Continuing to stir it. Now you notice I didn't measure. Basically, you just want to put a little bit of the broth in and just kind of add it as you go. I mean, put much less than you think, because when you make potato soup, you still want it to be a little bit thick so that you know it's potato. And that's going to make a big difference in the flavor in the end. So let's talk about some things you could add to this. Now, what I was actually thinking about adding to this was some broccoli, because broccoli potato soup is really delicious. It's one of my favorite things. I used to make a broccoli cheese and potato soup, and instead of just adding broccoli, now I add nutritional yeast. That's what's in here. And that kind of gives you that cheese flavor if you're vegan, but if you're not vegan, you can just add cheese. And another thing I used to make is a ham and cheese and potato soup, or even bacon if you had that, but people don't usually have bacon left over, you know what I'm saying? So you can even use some ham lunch meat and just kind of break it up into pieces, or and add, you know, some sliced cheese that you have, or shredded cheese that you have, whatever kind of items that you have, because this is a leftover makeover. We're just using what we have. We don't want to make huge new things. So I'm making this in front of you, and I'm going to show you what it looks like now, and you can see it only takes a couple of minutes to take a leftover portion from dinner last night that you might have even thrown away thinking that it's not very much, into a really tasty lunch meal that will feed me and make me happy for my afternoon. Another thing that I could have done with this to make a different kind of leftover makeover. Another thing that I could have done is taken this veggie broth and potato mixture and added it to a portion of my bean and rice soup. It'll change the flavor a little bit, it'll make it a little creamier, and it'll give it some extra nutrition. So again, not letting any of the food that I currently have go to waste, but making sure that I'm making use of it, and we're gonna get something delicious out of it. By the way, let me add here too that I did use vegan mashed potatoes. I only make vegan mashed potatoes for my family. So this had no dairy and no butter, no cream, no anything in it when I started it, so it worked out really well. But you can use this with regular dairy mashed potatoes if that's what you have. Now, this works for everyone. Okay, so I'm sitting here with my bowl of potato soup, and you can see just from those drips, look how creamy that looks. Crazy. Let me show you what the bowl looks like. Look at that stuff. Still some chunks of potato in there. It is perfect. perfect for a chilly winter day. I cannot wait to eat this. Anyway, I hope this gives you an idea of a way that you can use your leftover mashed potatoes. By the way, you can do this with leftover instant mashed potatoes as well. So if you ever have that, do that, but do it the next day. Don't let it sit for a couple of days. Make sure you get to it right away. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great low spend month and taking part in all the activities. Tomorrow is Meal Plan Monday, and we're gonna be doing our meal plans. You can find my meal plan in the Frugal Family Food community Facebook group. I share it there every week on the Meal Plan Monday post. And so come over there, hang out, share your meal plan, get some ideas, and we'll plan together tomorrow, okay? We'll see you then. Bye! Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button, and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!